Isn't it fun?
I'm gonna have to start filling out a job application with you guys at the end of this.
Connor looks like any other Minnesota student athlete, decked out in maroon and gold, and with a hat covering his hair in the winter. But that hasn't always been the case.
Connor, you have leukemia, and then they go straight into, this is how we're gonna do it. You're having chemotherapy in a few hours. It like hits you like that.
Now, 2 years later, Connor wants to get others involved in the fight.
I know that the best feeling in the world is to know that you're not alone.
So, Connor pulled his resources, leading him to Anissa Leitner. She is that person in the game, going full force.
I can plan a million volunteer events. I can organize for students to go out. I can, help with their transportation. But that is just a volunteer event for a moment. This is hopefully something that is going to be more for a lifetime. If we could find a cure for cancer, how amazing would this be?
Another person had the same passion.
I said, how much would you pay to see me shave my head? She goes, well, I would shave my head with you if we could raise it for a good cause.
With more than $10,000 raised, that's what led these women here today. Cosgrove partnered with St. Baldrick's, a leading charity in childhood research grants. And with more than 60 of his wide receivers' teammates buying in, the impact grew.
I had no idea that one moment was going to spiral into something this big.
But how did it get this big?
I think a lot of it's Connor. And, he's our friend. To them, he's their brother.
Connor, this is for you, brother.
Years from now, we'll look back and we'll just think about these times on and off the football field. And just the camaraderie, the friendship that you build out on a field with somebody, putting everything you have into something is a bond that you can't find with anyone else.
Even with the support of this family, he hasn't always been a fan of bald heads.
Because at first I didn't even want to shave my head. I had my hair taken away from me, and I told myself I'd never do it again. Just one thing, it was bad memories, and the other thing is just like when something's taken from you, you hold on to it as hard as you can.
And time spent in the hospital started to make him think.
I was just kind of like, all right, I can do this. I can do this for a little kid, a little girl especially. Then we had Mia, who's a 20-plus-year-old girl herself, and she is willing to shave her head. She has insanely long hair.
I complain about it at least 3 times a day. I don't like brushing it. I don't like washing it. I don't like doing it. Throw up in a ponytail.
This just knocks another thing off her bucket list, making her a perfect candidate for the cause.
Me having a cold head in the winter is one of the least the things I have to worry about compared to these kids who they don't know if they're going to make it through treatment.
But then there's Connor.
Honestly, losing this fight was never an option. I think God shuts one door to open another one, and I think that everything we've been doing with St. Baldrick's and this charity has really helped me as a coping mechanism to know that I'm helping other people. I imagine like all 60 plus of us walking up into a wing of a hospital and we're all bald and they see all of us bald, like how amazing that will feel for them to know they're not alone.